Ready or not, summer is coming, and Wayfair's Memorial Day clearance is on now. Right now through May 25th, get up to 70% off everything home at Wayfair. Plus, score amazing doorbuster deals all sale long and surprise flash deals on Memorial Day. We're talking thousands of products at every style and budget. Now is the time to save big on must-haves for your patio, backyard, and beyond. These savings won't last, so don't wait. Shop Wayfair's Memorial Day clearance now through May 25th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Pros, save more on the materials you need to get the job done inside and out at Lowe's. Right now, get 10% off in-stock Trex Naturals decking, now available in more styles. Plus, get 15% off select custom entry, interior, and storm doors. Then, we'll deliver it all straight to your job site to help keep your jobs moving. Get the brands pros trust, priced right, and ready when you need them. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 5/27. While supplies last, selection varies by location.
So there I am, last Thursday, glass of cava in hand, sun on my face, half convinced I'm on a holiday, which I'm not. I live here. This is just a Thursday in Moraira, feeling like a Saturday. And I'm sitting with a friend, and she's telling me all about her new business, property management, right here on the coast. So she's not new to this. She already built a business before, and she sold it, and she retired. And now she's back with her husband, both of them doing something they love, which I love, to be really honest. There's something about people who already prove that they can actually do it, and they still choose to start again. So that's why I always say it's never too late. So she's talking, and I'm listening. And somewhere in there, I started to think about something that has nothing to do with property management, typical, and everything to do with something most service businesses get wrong every single year. Hey, I'm Veronica De Polo, and I help service business owners turn their words into leads and stay visible to the people they want to attract. Each week, I talk about how to promote your business with words humans use, not machines, so you get found and chosen faster. Welcome to the Branding Momentum Podcast. You see, every service business has a season, even if you've never called it that. For example, the stylist who gets slammed right before weddings and Christmas, and then January arrives and everything goes quiet. Or like the interior designer who signs projects in September and then February feels like a different business. Or the event planner whose year is packed and then suddenly, it isn't. And your season, it's been doing that for years. And yet, every time the quiet hits, it feels like a surprise. And here's what actually happens when you don't build around your season. You have a great run, you have good clients, you work good, everything is moving. And somewhere in there, you stop doing the things that bring work because you're busy, because it feels like I'll keep it going, and then it stops. And not because you did something wrong, because actually the season ended and now you are starting from zero in the quiet with less energy than you had before. Oh my God, how many times, right? Trying to bring that work in while recovering from the last push. That's not bad luck. That's just a pattern. And the uncomfortable part is that you've been here before. You've done this before. Now, let me tell you, let's go back to my friend. Before signing her single client, she already understands how this actually is going to play, how this actually is going to work. Summer here is full, and the rest of the year moves completely different. And the business has to make sense for everybody, not just the peak seasons. But here's the part that stayed with me. She's not trying to fill everything. She's trying to build something selective. If the numbers don't work for her and the homeowner, she doesn't take it. She's not waiting to see what happens. She's deciding up front what actually works. And most businesses actually do the opposite. They fill up the calendar first and then they deal with the consequences later. She's building the structure first and then letting the calendar flow. Now, I already know what some people may think. Well, she's probably, that's easy for her. She doesn't need the money. She can afford to say no. But the businesses that take everything because they feel that they can't say no are usually the ones that end up in the exact quiet period we're talking about because they filled up the busy months with the wrong work and work that didn't pay properly and clients that took more than they gave or projects that actually looked like income and it didn't build anything. And when it slows down, there's nothing behind it. And these people don't end up repeating the work with you. There are no referrals, nothing that, carries over. Saying no in the busy period is not a luxury. It's the decision that actually determines whether that period actually builds something or just keeps you busy. Now, back in May last year, I was in a board meeting in my other business, Congress Americas, and we were looking at the year ahead. And be mindful, I'm talking about 2024. So we said that it was going to be softer than expected, right? And one of my partners said something that just cut through the entire thing. And he said, it doesn't matter what we made last quarter. What matters is how long before the money runs out and what's coming in before that happens. And that's really the conversation, not how good the last months were, what actually is coming up next. Most people don't ask that because asking it means admitting the quiet is real and that you might not be as ready for it as you may think. My friend hasn't signed her first client yet, and she already knows exactly what she'll do when things slow down. You've been through how many of those quiet periods already? And you're still figuring it out when you're already in one. That is not a cash flow problem. That is a decision that you keep not making. I'm going to see you same time, same place next week. Bye-bye.